Gentleman from South Carolina, Mr. Clyburn, is recognized for remarks on the bill.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I want to thank you, Chairman Simpkins, ranking members DeLauro and Pingree, for bringing forth this legislation, which I regretfully cannot support. I am particularly disheartened by the focus on the cutting of 62% of the funding for water systems in our great country. These water systems are of tremendous benefit to rural communities, and in my home state of South Carolina, tourism and transportation are my state's #1 and 2 industries. And heritage tourism is the fastest growing of all tourism, and it is of tremendous benefit to rural communities because they help to attract investments in these states. There are 63 national parks in the country, and they invest around $55.6 billion in these communities, mostly rural, supporting 400,000 jobs. This bill cuts more than $213 million from the National Park Service operational budget, on top of the cuts of the big ugly bill that took away more than $267 million from Bureau of Land Management that Congress had previously approved. And if that's not enough, this bill cuts $129 million from the Smithsonian Museums. Much of this has to do with the Republican obsession with DEI initiatives, which is reflected in several harmful riders to this bill. Sections 440, 441, all add up to an awareness, undermining awarenesses of civil rights principles. Now, Mr. Chairman, I was serving in this Congress back in 1993 when General Jimmy Doolittle passed away. He was one of the most celebrated aeronautics people in our country. And our schools all over the country celebrate him. I remember him in the textbooks when I was a public school teacher. But in the name of DEI, we are now saying that it's okay for school systems, for states to invest in Jimmy Doolittle, but you cannot invest in teaching about General Daniel Chappie James. Both of them served in World War II. Both of them were outstanding pilots. One white, the other one black. And we are now saying that the black guy, if you put anything in the textbooks about him, it violates a principle. You can write all you want about Jimmy Doolittle, and nothing is amiss. Where is the shame in all of this? Both of these men gave great contributions to winning that war in World War II. They made a movie about Chappie James and the other Tuskegee Airmen. That's all right. But the state, the nation, cannot honor them. There's something wrong with that. Now, Mr. Chairman, there's much more I would like to say about this bill, but I know my time is running out, but I'm going to just close with this. I represent Charleston, South Carolina. A lot of y'all call that a great city. I love the city. Keep a home there. Charleston, the entire peninsula is in my congressional district. Charleston is where over 40% of the African Americans that came into this country came through Gaston Wharf. All of you know the Gaston flag. Though you've appropriated something, many people have appropriated something different to it. You know, the yellow flag with the snake on it, named after Gaston, who owned Gaston Wharf. That flag, we celebrated in South Carolina. It was a good thing. But all of a sudden, people have made a bad thing out of it. We have museums to celebrate the goodness of America. The National African American Museum, the International African American Museum. These are the goodnesses of our great country that we ought to celebrate. And we ought not be denigrating them with an appropriations bill like this one we're bringing forward. I apologize, Mr. Chair, for exceeding my time, and I'll yield back. But thank you so much for allowing me to express my feelings on this bad bill.
Thank the gentleman.